What's going on, everyone? My name is Nicholas Merton here at Data Dash, and today is September 12th of 2017. So I've gotten a multitude of requests recently from my general community, as well as some of my Patreons who support the channel, to cover a recent ICO in the cryptocurrency space, and it is no other than Decent. So what exactly is Decent in a shortcut form? Decent is distributed content on the blockchain. So it's completely decentralized and without any central unity of posting and publishing all that content. And quite frankly, as a content producer myself, this really did interest me. So I dove into it. I've been meaning to look at it for quite some time, and I'm glad to hear people in the community wanted me to cover it. So today I'm ready to do a full-scale analysis talking about the fundamentals of the team, the tech, the long-term objectives, and the platform as a whole, and really talk about the benefits of the platform that it offers, as well as some of the negatives and fallbacks that Decent has. So without further ado, let's jump into the analysis. But first, as always, we've got to take a look at the numbers. So here on CoinMarketCap, we can see that Decent right now is an ICO that is in the small cap range. It's around $37 million. Not the worst small cap we've seen, and it definitely ranks probably in the top 100 for cryptocurrencies. We can see that the volume is just tethering on where I say is okay volume to invest and trade in. But we've seen in the past that it's had more volume as well. So long as it can stay above there and kind of get back into the more the $1 million range for volume for the 24-hour range, I think I'd be fine with that. We can also see that the circulating supply is relatively decent to the total supply as well, and we'll learn that this is a proof-of-stake cryptocurrency, so we'll cover that a little bit more into when we talk about how the token works and how it's created. So let's go ahead, now that we've talked about this, and go ahead towards the website. So Decent has a very clean website. I got to give them that. They have a very clean-cut website that tells you exactly what they're about, and it's about content distribution. Being able to build a platform that's decentralized and where you don't have to worry about third parties or a censorship of any kind. Really a platform to sell and distribute your content how you please and really be able to get the full benefit out of it. There's a lot of content creators, I really wouldn't say myself, I'm doing fine as is, but there's a lot of content creators out there who make really, really creative content, and they just can't make it by in the current system on YouTube, and they have to rely on things like Patreon and a lot of other outsourced systems. So again, right now the content distribution platforms out there, whether it be social media, something like YouTube, whatever it may be, is really difficult right now, and it's why things like Steemit have really come up out of the ground and become major platforms. So let's go ahead and see what makes Decent stand out. So there's a video right here I recommend you watch if you're interested in learning about the Decent platform. They did a very professional video sitting down and talking about what their main objectives are, but you can see that Decent stands for a certain acronym. You can see decentralized network, encrypted and secure, making sure that the data that's transferred both onto the platform and viewed by the users is secure and encrypted. Content distribution system, so the Decent platform is a place you can distribute content on and do it easily and be able to have the flexibility as content creators as well as viewers as well. Elimination of third parties, biggest thing. No need for ad agencies and all these other third parties that, or for example, in the case of Google, that takes a massive cut out of your percentage of profit that you make on your content. And then we also have a new way for online publishing. So if you're an online publisher and you're looking for a new place to really bring your content to life, Decent's platform might be that for you. And then also timestamp data records to make sure that when something is uploaded onto the Decent platform, it's guaranteed to be protected under that timestamp and show that you as an individual were the first one to produce it on the platform, so people can't just copy your information and post it up and profit off of your work. So again, very important. So join the digital revolution. Let's experience the abilities that Decent has to offer. So if we're on here on the website, again, really cool website. The one thing I like is here on their homepage, they really knock down each and every category of how Decent really kind of tailors towards all individuals. There's really, in this case, there's three. There's content providers, there's developers, as well as viewers, users who use the platform to view the content. And they really wanted to make sure it was a platform built for everyone. So we can see here that there's a few points here, and we'll go here to the page they have specifically for content providers, and it states liberating your creativity. I really like this whole idea of kind of taking it away from the centralized path. So we can go down here and see that they have a lot of accolades. Enjoy online self-publishing. No need for extra third parties. It's all about you posting your content the way you want to. Complete control over that content as well. No censorship, no third party saying, oh, that's not allowed on our website, or yeah, we're going to dish that out because we politically disagree with it. No, your content is completely set in stone and controllable under your own terms. You can decide the price of your content as well. So, for example, if you've been working on a short film and, quite frankly, it costs you a lot of money, you can charge for that. So, again, they really have everything here that's needed for a content producer. They have cryptography to provide privacy and also security over your information, avoidance of third-party publishing fees, thank God, and earn more while customers pay less. I mean, this is really just great. It's a platform that really decentralizes something that has needed to be decentralized for quite some time. And you can read through it, look a little more into the website, but they've definitely got a lot of flexibility for content producers. As well as I really want to talk about content distribution on the web and how people out there can really benefit from helping out the Decent platform. So we can see here on this page, this talks about how you can be a part in supporting this platform. So it's easy for content producers, and we'll learn a little bit more about developers and stuff as well. But for now, I really want to emphasize how the tokens create, or how the coin is created, and how Decent really functions. Decent is run by people who give up their computer capacity to support the network, to support the whole entire blockchain and all the information transferring over it. So much like when we looked at Coin in the past and other cloud storage solutions, you can use your computer capacity to earn Decent, which is used within the platform to pay for certain content, and you can earn that by hosting your computer's power and the different necessities that they need for the network up to the Decent platform. So it's a pretty cool way to make money, make residual income. You can see the content, you get rewarded with Decent, and then also it's just really great because you can be a part in supporting something that's going against the status quo of how content it has to be produced. So again, I think it's very important. I think that it seems like they've got a really nice system in place to reward people to run the network. And if you're generally wondering what that would be labeled under, it would be a form of proof of stake. So new cryptocurrency is generated and distributed to those who help run the network. And I think over time, the rate at which that proof of stake goes is going to slow down, and it's going to be harder to gain Decent, so the value will be propped up over time. So again, I really think this is interesting. I want to go back, though, and really look through the main website and talk about developers. They actually have everything as open source. So you can take the open source technology that the Decent platform uses, and you can develop all kinds of different applications for it. So for example, what we saw with Steemit with DTube, where DTube was able to take the Steemit platform and make a video sharing platform off the blockchain, you are able to do exactly that with Decent. So you can go out and create your own applications, whether it be web apps, mobile apps, whatever it may be, and utilize the Decent platform to share and distribute content. So again, really cool. I think it's something that's definitely built from the get-go to make it scalable. It's just going to need that sense of adoption from developers. So we can see here from seeders as well. This is how the whole platform and the backbone works. As we were talking about, you can be a seeder to help run the network and help distribute content. I think it's really great. I think I would love to participate in it so long as adoption comes. And their timeline as well has been really active. They got a lot of great upcoming things. They've got an app store, Decent apps as well as Decent streams. So you can stream through the Decent platform. Maybe we'll try that out when that comes out. You can see that they've come through a lot of trials and tribulations and have completed a lot of tasks. And you can see they've also got some apps as well, and they're in demo stages right now, as well as some press as well. They've gotten covered in quite a few publications, Business Inc., Forbes, HuffPost. I mean, like, this is some pretty big stuff. So, and of course, they've got upcoming events and stuff, so you can go through their website, learn a little bit more about it. But again, really looks interesting to me. And the one thing I gotta say that really stands out, and you'll see this from the video, they have a very professional video covering Decent. They actually have a really scalable team. Again, we were covering. We were recently covering ARC on my channel, and we were talking about how scalable the team was. I got to say, they have just as scalable of a team for Decent. Matej, which we'll look into a minute, is the founder and CEO, but you can just see, looking through this list here, folks, there is a wide range of people from a wide range of different backgrounds, countries, and focus points, and it really just goes to show that I think that this is kind of the people behind this are really motivated by the purpose behind Decent, of decentralizing content distribution. So they have a decent amount of developers as well, people who are out marketing in a variety of countries. You can see that they have community managers in China, which is important, getting it out into the eastern part of the world, and really just making this a reality. As well as that, they've got a solid group of advisors and ambassadors as well. So again, this really just seems like the team is really there. It seems like they're actually putting a decent amount of resources and time into the project. And what's nice is they do have viable tech, as we'll look into later. So which I really want to look into, though. I think he is a rock star in the crypto space. I gotta say, he has every bit of his work experience, except for probably 2 positions, which are still really great positions. Everything else has been in cryptocurrency. He's the founder and CEO of Decent. He worked at Blockchain R&D Hub. So basically, it was a kind of startup hub that really helped blockchain technology like flourish. And you can see that they also worked with Decent as well. And I guess he went on to just simply, I guess he's still, or no, he technically left there in August. But again, I mean, this is just really cool to see he has such a background in working in the coin space. You can see just down the list, Bitcoin marketing, coin consulting, Bitcoin Expo. He's worked at a lot of the different expos around Europe and China with sharing this word of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. I mean, it really is someone who has some experience. Not to mention he's worked as a researcher at Nokia, did an internship at Orange. So, I mean, this is really big stuff. I got to give a credit to him. He's got a very impressive resume behind him. And I think that it's definitely someone you want to have in charge of something who's trying to decentralize content distribution on the blockchain. It's a very big objective. But it seems so far that they've been able to achieve what they're aiming for. Now, what's nice too as well is they've got a GitHub you can go through, and you can look actually and download the actual clients for their project. But again, this is where the big downfall comes. Okay, now here I've been very optimistic on Decent throughout the majority of it. It's nice that they have a functioning piece of tech you can actually go use and actually start utilizing the platform. The downfall comes in this: the fact that you have to download a client for it. Now, to be fair, it is open source, and people will make mobile apps. They'll make websites, kind of like D2 has done for Steemit, where it's very easy to use. But for now, the fact that they don't have a functioning website or decentralized application like D2, where I can see that content easily, that's a big setback. The fact that I have to download this, it just seems like there's a step-by-step installation guide. That's nice, but a lot of people for mass adoption aren't going to use this. What I see this being used for is kind of maybe for kind of larger projects, not average YouTubers, really people who are trying to maybe send content that might be traditionally censored on YouTube platforms. So documentaries on controversial political opinions, or certain news or investigative journalism, whatever it may be. I think that this could be where Decent really sparks right at the beginning. But again, there's a lot of competition in this space, and if you can't have that ease of use, I think that's going to be a problem. Now again, like I said, if you go to the FAQ, they answer a lot of good questions. There's one down here about a mobile application. I think it's their biggest setback right now, but quite frankly, it's open source. It's open source protocol, so you can go out and make your own application for the Decent platform if you like it enough. If the team is willing to take this feedback and really go run with it, I think that'd be great. I think that the Decent team has the power behind it. I really wish that they would put that as a priority, though, because when you're talking about mass scale adoption, a mobile platform is essential. Something that I can easily go on the web and access the Decent platform rather than having to download a desktop client. So that's my biggest criticism. But nonetheless, everything else checks out. I think it's really interesting. It just needs the flexibility and the work put in from the team to make it something that's scalable and adoptable. But I think in the long term, they've got the marketing, they've got the branding, they've got the team and the tech there to really do it. And they've got people there with the experience to really deliver on it. That being said, though, they're going to need adoption, and we'll have to give it time to really see if they take off. What do you all think about the Decent platform? Have you all used it personally? Do you think that it's a leader in this space? Do you like it better than, Steemit or Library, whatever it may be? I'd like to hear down in the comments down below what you think about it. But until then, everyone, I will see you all in the next video. Stay tuned.